Our next speaker, teller, is Andre Wilson. Andre is an up-and-coming storyteller who has performed in lots of places around the Bay Area here, including Busting Out, TMI, Bay Area Storytelling Festival, and The Moth. Tonight, in front of us, is his first performance at the Monkey House. Andre.
Thank you. When I started writing hats, it created a new problem. How to discard old hats. I know. You probably say, throw them out, or give them the goodwill. But for me, I love hats. Hats are crowns. They reflect my clothing, my personality, my style. I share many fond memories with hats. From weddings to funerals. From hot summer days to cold winter nights, which is why I resist throwing out old hats. I adored one hat in particular. It was the black Peter Grimm fedora, made in China and purchased in Hollywood. It sported a gray striped hatband around the crown. Plumes of speckled black, red, and white feathers rose behind the Running Rabbit logo. I wore that hat at so many open mics at my first year of performances, it deteriorated. I could poke 2 fingers through the widening hole in the crown. My feet stepped on bits of broken black straw on the carpet. Nevertheless, I refused to throw that old hat out. I just stored it on the top shelf in my closet. After one open mic performance in San Francisco, Ken Folks, the host of the new Open and Out Queer Open Mic in Oakland, invited me to perform after the Bay Area blues band, Blackberri. Blackberri? I remember Blackberri way back when he opened for Lavender Country with a guitar in his hand and strummed, "You're such a beautiful black man, but somehow you've been made to feel that your beauty's not real." And I'm invited to perform after Blackberri? I told Ken I accepted. I wore a black beret to the first Open and Out Queer Open Mic held on Christmas Eve at a small coffee shop on Grand Avenue, right across the diamond necklace ring lights of Lake Merritt. I counted heads and could not believe all these people came out on Christmas Eve. I saw faces I never saw before. I heard voices I never heard. A hell of a lot of people of all shades of persuasion have found a home in Oakland. I leaned forward from the sofa as Blackberri took to the stage with a guitar in hand and strummed, "Southern Pacific Railroad used to have a dirty little story, my friend. And your come is still on the pages of my mind, of my mind." Next, the host, Ken Folks, introduced me to tell my first feature story, Southern California. "You steal any of my records, I'll shoot you." The audience held its breath till I finished my story. At the end of the evening, after the last open mic and the last feature, the host, Ken Folks, held a Secret Santa gift exchange. I was too focused on my first story to bring a gift. Nevertheless, the host, Ken Folks, passed out red lottery tickets to all. My partner had to go use the bathroom down the hall, so he gave me his ticket. First, someone would pick a number out of the hat, read the number, and whoever had that number, they would get a selection of several gifts to choose from, and also the honor of picking the next ticket and giving the next gift to the next gift recipient. Around and around we went. Some gifts were naughty like wolf baiters, and some gifts were nice like handmade bracelets. Finally, my ticket number was drawn. Actually, my partner's ticket number, because he was in the bathroom. A lady came up to me with several small gifts and a big box. Of course, I chose the big box. I opened the box and found a hat. This hat! It was a Frank Sinatra Willie Brown fedora. I put that hat on my head and forgot about my beret. My partner came back from the bathroom. I said, "Look at the hat I won with your ticket!" He squinted. "You can have it." "Can you take a picture of me?" I handed my iPhone. I posed. "Thank you." And I posted a picture to my Facebook page. I won this hat at the first Open and Out Queer Open Mic. I always wanted a hat to replace my summer one that wore out. This hat fits. At the end of the evening, as people filed out of the coffee shop to Christmas Eve, the bluesman, Blackberri, came up behind me, clapped both hands on my shoulders, and said, "Feature, feature, we gotta get this man for a feature." I later wrote his words in my diary. As my partner and I drove home, past Christmas lights that twinkled in the last hour that remained of Christmas Eve, I thought about my old hat waiting for me at home. An hour left till Christmas Day. The car parked. I rushed out, ran upstairs, into my closet, grabbed the old hat off the shelf. Bits of broken black straw fell on the carpet behind me. I rushed downstairs. My new hat and I processioned to the garbage dumpster with the old hat lying in state in my hands. I paused to give a few words at graveside. "Goodbye, old friend. You've been good to me." Then I pulled my arm back and I frisbeed the old hat into the air. The old hat blotted out the stars as it parachuted into the dumpster and beyond my sight forever. My new hat and I paused for a moment of silence. Then we paraded upstairs. Wearing boxers, a black t-shirt, and my new hat, I paraded around the condo to celebrate the coronation of a new hat. I posed in all the mirrors. My partner yawned. "Oh, you're not going to wear that to bed, are you?" If I could, I would. On Christmas Day, I checked my Facebook page and found that a T.J. Granberry had liked the picture of my new hat. She said, I'm glad you really like it." Curious, I commented, "You did not Secret Santa me that hat, did you?" "Yes, I'm a hat collector." "A hat collector? T.J. Granberry?" We friended each other on Facebook. In the days and weeks to come, I wore this hat like it was Aretha Franklin's bow at Obama's inauguration. People praised, "I like your hat." And I replied, "Thanks." A fan gave it to me at my first feature. I will always associate this hat with the night of my first feature as a storyteller. It was the night of the two berries. The night I met the bluesman Blackberri, and the night T.J. Granberry gave me a new hat and an old hat story. And I'd like to acknowledge in the audience T.J. Granberry, right here, who gave the hat. And bluesman Blackberri, whom you will hear at the end of this evening. Blackberri. Thank you. Those are his songs there. Thank you.
Well, I guess I can't resist saying hats off to Andre.